Next up, Friday, and the crew of Artemis II were heading home after a history-making mission.
Picking up speed as Orion races towards Earth. The 4 astronauts are tonight packing and preparing for tomorrow's fiery re-entry.
The astronauts became the first humans to set eyes on the dark side of the moon.
While they fly by the dark side of the moon.
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 Wow, for years we have only ever seen this boring old near side of the moon, but now we finally see the fabled, mysterious dark side, and I have to... It's just the same. Sorry, I'm excited and all. It's just that when people said that the moon had a dark side, I guess I expected, well, something a little more like this, you know. But don't worry, according to the moon's parents, it's just a phase. Even the journey home was one for the history books, with a call from the president setting the record for the galaxy's most awkward silence.
I would want to do that, to be honest with you, but you have a lot of courage doing what you're doing, a lot of bravery and a lot of genius, but they're very, very proud of you.
Administrator Alex, just get a quick comm check, make sure you guys are still on the line and we didn't have a handover.
I am. Yes, I am.
As they say, in space, no one can hear you cringe. Soon it was time to re-enter Earth's atmosphere, and one last feat for the ages.
The 4 Artemis II astronauts are tonight back on Earth, healthy and very happy after their record-breaking trip to the moon and back.
Re-entering our atmosphere among the most dangerous parts of this mission, and the world watched, holding its breath.
The capsule descending at a speed equivalent to flying from Sydney to Perth in just 5 minutes.
Flying from Sydney to Perth in just 5 minutes, an experience you can recreate with a Jetstar ticket, a bourbon and Coke and 4 still knocks. Moving through to Saturday, and with his pointless war in Iran that nobody wants weirdly damaging his popularity, Donald Trump was desperate to open the Strait of Hormuz. So naturally, he threatened his biggest war crime yet, shocking even his longtime supporters.
President Trump has upped the ante dramatically by saying Iran's whole civilization will die tonight.
In a post to his Truth Social account just earlier today, the president stepped up his rhetoric, saying, quote, "A whole civilization will die tonight."
I don't know about you, but I am sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. Shut up. F***ing shut up about that shit. You don't threaten to wipe out an entire civilization.
The North Korean dictator doesn't talk like this. He talks like a supervillain from a Marvel comic.
Ah, yes, my favourite Marvel supervillain, the not credible Hulk. While threatening to wipe out 90 million people sounds and is bad, some were keeping an open mind.
Let's talk about tonight. This deadline that President Trump has set, 8 p.m., has threatened to destroy a civilization. How does an investor process that? Is it a bigger upside risk or downside risk?
Yeah. How do investors process this? Is it a genocide or more of a genitunity? With the world's media counting down to Trump's deadline in just 90 minutes until the end of Iran, Trump backed down and announced a ceasefire. And while not destroying an entire civilization should be applauded, many felt it was another example of Trump's famous acronym.
Taco means Trump always chickens out.
I think he's worried about the taco charge. Trump always chickens out.
TACO, 타코 です。皆さんご存知ですか？タコ。トランプ always chickens out.
Yes. Another Trump taco brought to you by the good people at Old El Pedo. The secret ingredients are redacted. getting averted, come Sunday, the two sides finally dragged themselves to the negotiating table.
The US Vice President J.D. Vance has held face-to-face talks with senior Iranian officials in Islamabad.
Vice President J.D. Vance, Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, they're all there right now, meeting with Iranian leaders.
The White House has confirmed that the two sides, along with their Pakistani hosts, are meeting face-to-face in Islamabad.
The first hurdle in negotiations was getting Trump to understand that Islamabad is a city and not his immigration policy. So given the stakes, how did the talks go?
We have been at it now for 21 hours. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America.
21 hours and no result. At least the Americans may finally start to understand Test cricket. So with Trump still unable to get Iran to open the strait, he announced that he would be blockading the strait himself, a tactic not seen since the Fireman Sam episode where Sam set fire to himself just to teach fire a lesson. So where does that leave Australia? Well, with our nation's fuel stocks in jeopardy, the PM headed to Singapore to make a deal.
The Prime Minister will land in Singapore in a few hours' time on a mission to swap Australia's gas for vital fuel reserves.
With Middle East oil partially blocked, Singapore's turning to other suppliers, including Russia.
The petrol that goes into all of our tanks will come from Russian oil refined in Singapore and therefore is likely going to go and fund, or in some way partly fund, the war in Ukraine from the Russian side of it.
So driving to the shops will now help fund a dangerous authoritarian billionaire, finally bringing drivers of petrol cars in line with people who drive Teslas. Let's head through to Tuesday, and the people of Hungary headed to the ballot box.
Hungarians will go to the polls tonight in an election that could reshape European politics. Prime Minister Viktor Orban's 16-year reign is on shaky ground.
Orban's anti-migrant nationalist democracy made him a hero to President Trump, a friend to Russia's Vladimir Putin and a nemesis for Europe.
He's a good guy.
What? He's a good guy? Yeah. But people say he's very corrupt.
People stupid.
You may not know this, but people stupid is a common phrase in Hungary, while over here we would say, shut up your face. With polls looking dire for Orban, he received a surprise visitor to help him campaign.
The Vice President of the United States is in Hungary today, extending his support to Prime Minister Viktor Orban ahead of a pivotal election there.
We want you to make a decision about your future with no outside forces pressuring you or telling you what to do. I'm not telling you exactly who to vote for.
Vance is also the first sitting U.S. vice president, let alone president, to campaign in Hungary, obviously breaking with American tradition to stay out of the domestic affairs of other countries.
Oh, yes, yes. As the people of Cuba, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, Venezuela, Iran and etc. will tell you, the U.S. has a proud tradition of minding their own business. Carefully maintaining his electoral independence, Vance even organised a little celebrity cameo.
Vance and Orban held a rally in a packed sports arena, the vice president calling President Trump and putting him on speakerphone.
I actually had a special guest that asked that I give him a phone call, and we'll see. Let's hope he actually answers.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach is a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Okay.
Ouch. In response, the crew of Artemis II said it was the most awkward phone call they'd ever witnessed. Come election day, would Viktor Orban get the famous Vance bounce? No.
Breaking news, there are celebrations in the streets of Budapest as Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban has conceded after a 16-year reign.
He says the election result is clear. He said it is painful for us and we will serve our nation from the opposition.
With no further need for their former PM, the people of Hungary sent him to Bob Catter Wants Your Stuff at P.O. Box 1638 in Innisfail, Queensland. And yes, that's his real address. Finally, we arrive on Wednesday. Now, you may have heard of the canary in the coal mine, but tonight we present the parrot in the submarine.
The Parrot you're about to meet is no stranger to the extreme. Bibi explored underwater reefs in a custom-made submarine, which his owner first tested in a bathtub.
When asked how he felt about the dive, the Parrot said, "Polly want a new owner." Now, you might think the craft looks unsafe, but it is made from state-of-the-art materials.
The vessel is made out of a food storage container with a paintball air tank supplying oxygen to the daredevil bird.
So basically, Tupperware and half a paintball gun. Still technically safer than the Titan submersible. And on behalf of the Weekly team, we'd like to say a preemptive but no doubt imminent rest in peace to Bibi the Parrot.